Well, good evening. It's Thursday night. Do you know where your kids are at? Do your kids know where you're at? Living Miracle Homestead. I'm sorry you're in a lot of pain. Oregon Homestead. Good to see you, Duncan 1900. Coin Cooper. Lone Star Living. Who else is ready for the weekend? I'm not quite ready. I still got some more work to do this week, but S.H. Momini. Auto Salvage Outlaws. The Homegrown Variety Show. Tony Patriot. Oregon Homestead. Mountain Life Montana. So how is everybody doing? If as you notice, it's a little vacant right over here, but she'll be here shortly. My beautiful wife is in the other room powdering her nose or something. I don't know. Hey, Stivers. I don't know if this is Jen or Zach or both of you, but welcome. Crystal Creek Farm. Well, let's see. VW Family Farm. Making me a cheesecake? Well, not today, I don't think, unless are you coming up this weekend? So are you trying to tell us something here, Ben? Of Little and Light. Good evening, y'all. So got a few people here in the chat. We're going to have a guest here with us tonight. Somebody by the name of a Big Bear is gonna be stopping in, and help us out here a little bit. I've been out working all day today, so I don't. It's not like it's been hard work, but I've been driving all day. Y'all probably seen that movie Driving Miss Daisy or something. Well, I've been driving the Amish today. Does that work? So anyway, I thought we'd just jump right into it tonight. And the first person that was in the chat that got on the wheel anyway, let me put it that way. I don't know if they were the first ones in the chat or not, but they were the first ones on the wheel because I watched it appear, was Lone Star Living. So Lone Star Living, 703 subscribers. Let's just take a quick peek at their page here. See what they got going. So.
Ben said Andrew's so jealous. I don't know what. Oh, the Amish. It took
Oh.
a minute, the Amish. That's right.
Okay. So on the banner here, unique banner, without question, it's unique banner. They've embedded in their banner the Facebook and the Instagram. Is that Instagram or is that Pinterest? That's Instagram, isn't it? Yeah, Instagram. They've embedded those things into them. They've utilized the state of Texas as an O for Lone Star Living, and put a little subscribe feature in there. So nicely done. Nicely done. Their logo looks like it's a custom, very unique logo. We'll just open that up here once in a new tab. So it looks like an S with a pair of bull horns. That's the best way I can describe it. So let's go to the About page and take a more in-depth look at Lone Star Living here. Description reads as follows: just a Texan doing Texas things. In 2016, my wife and I got an itch to become more self-reliant, to learn how to be less dependent on our country broken food system, and to live a more simple life. Currently, we both work full-time jobs, and my wife is still in school working on her degree. Join us on our journey to become debt-free and more independent from the normal life. We have a small backyard garden, and we are getting experience and skills where we're at that. All right, I'm going to start that sentence over again because I got the tongue tied here. We have a small backyard garden and are gaining experience and skills where we're at that will benefit us once we find our property to homestead on. I know what you said there, but for some reason that's not jiving as an easy read and coming out of my mouth. It's turning my tongue around. If you would like me to review and or test your product, please send me an email at the address listed below. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Email address properly hidden has links to Facebook and Instagram. It could just be me tonight because lined all this stuff up in a hurry here. But this sentence right here is, it just wraps around my tongue the wrong way.
He said his logo is supposed to be an LSL, Lone Star Living. Made it look like a longhorn.
Okay, so in other words, your what I called your steer horns are actually L's. Okay. Well, I guess either way works, right? For Texas. Playlist, let's see what you have here. Got a few. Homestead Meadows, Food Forest, Gardening, Prepping, Rants, Budget, EDC, and I'm going to assume that to be Everyday Carry. Let's just open up one of these. Okay, you do have a description in here, but it's pretty thin. It's pretty thin description, but you do have one. So just to make sure that one wasn't a fluke. Yep, got descriptions. Good job. Videos. Take a peek at these thumbnails. Okay. Some of your thumbnails I really like. They invite people to click on them. Other ones I'm not quite as excited about.
DC trucks in here.
Well, Brad.
Read what he said.
Brad, you are very welcome to be in here. If you would like, you can send me a picture of you modeling whatever it is you'd like to model there, and we'll be more than happy to display it on here for folks. Good to see you in here, BC Truck. Thank you for stopping by. So let's get back here to Lone Star Living. Where you do have text in some of these, make sure you can read it. The $15 tomato trellises, you can read that one pretty good, but the other one here with just the red text, it kind of blends into the background. So make sure you somehow highlight that, make it a little bit easier for people to read it. Um, this was obviously some sort of a series thing. And the only problem that I have where you do multiple videos, and this is kind of maybe a personal thing, where you do multiple videos and have the same thumbnail, it makes it a little harder to pick them out. Um, I would do something to differentiate it, because each one the title is different. So maybe if you just went in and redid the thumbnail, put a 1 on it, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5. I'm just throwing that out just for food for thought. We'll go back to your home page. You have a trailer video. Nice job. It is a bit long. It's 7.5 minutes long. Typically, a trailer video should be 1.5 to 3 minutes. You have the default upload container, which is the same thing as your videos.
And he agrees, that was when I first started. I did a series in a similar style, and I agree they do blend a lot.
So, very nice. Do you have any questions of us? Anything you wanted us to look at? I don't generally get into anything real deep as far as tags and stuff like that. Kind of reserve that more for a Tuesday night thing where we can get in and examine the back end of the metadata. Hot sauce junkie, Tim. If you type link in, Smudge will put a link in for you to go in and fill out a form. That form is what gets your name on the wheel. And the reason that we do it this way is if you just want to participate and watch and you don't want your name on the wheel, well, that's fine, because your name will not be on the wheel unless you put it there. And to put it there, all you have to do is type in the link Smudge gives you. And I actually have it in there in 2 different fashions. I have both link or wheel. Either way will get you to the same place. Put your YouTube name in the form, and it will automatically get put on the wheel. Okay. So, having said that, we're back to Lone Star Living, and I don't see any questions from him. So let me bring the wheel over, and let's give it a spin and see who would be next. The Homegrown Variety Show. Okay, for those of you that are here for the first time tonight, if you'll notice on your screen right now, I am in a YouTube page, but I am not signed in. And the reason for that is as you will see here, I'm going to type in the search bar, the Homegrown Variety Show, and we're going to see how easy it is to find their channel. And in their case, it came up very nicely. I do it this way because this it's the same thing as if you were out at an event or something and you were chatting with somebody, you told them you had a YouTube channel, and you told them what it was, so they go home and they sign in and they go to look for your channel. This shows you two different things. This shows you, number one, how easy is it to find your channel, and how tough is that name for them to type into to get it. So, the Homegrown Variety Show, they have 370 subscribers. Let's go look at their homepage, and while you folks are just glancing at the front of it, let me get the big counter updated. All right, Homegrown Variety Show. They do have a trailer in here. It is 3.5 minutes long. And the rest of the front page is default. We'll come back and talk about that a little bit more after a bit. Let's go to the About page and see if we can learn a little bit more about this channel. Before I read the description, let's talk about the banner. I don't know if this is a picture that they took or not, but it's an interesting picture. That kind of an overlooking sort of a valley, I guess. You can see some grass trails and a stone trail going up through there, stone road. And they do have a link embedded here, and we will look at that here in just a moment. So the Homegrown Variety Show description reads as follows. This is my new channel for a variety of interests. My husband and I used to have an off-grid homestead. Our channel name was Coon Mountain Off-Grid Homestead. We started a new channel together called Auto Salvage Outlaws. We're getting some history here. It still contains our videos of our journey there. It is now dedicated to rebuilding vehicles from salvage. This is our new channel dedicated to homesteading, pets, travel, etc. It will contain something for everyone, a variety per the channel name. Please give our channel a try. If you like it, hit subscribe, comment, and hit the bell for more videos. Thanks. Very nice. So I think this is great. You've given some background here. What I would like to see here is some more white space in your description. Try not to go more than 3 lines if possible in a paragraph. So this would be so easy for you to divide this up. If you just use this first line and then skip the space. In other words, this is my new channel for a variety of interests. My husband and I used to have an off-grid homestead. And then skip a line. And then you can type in our channel name. In other words, go from starting with our channel name and go down to here, then skip another line. So I think you understand what I'm saying, and I'm sure you've seen this. Email address is properly placed. Your link is embedded in the chat here, but something doesn't look right. So I'm going to open your link up here in a new tab. And this is taking you to your wish list. So, and that's fine. That's absolutely a great place to put it. But what you might want to do, where you do these links, you have the ability to put in a description that is totally different from where in other words, you don't have to have the link spelled out in the description under the links. So you could just type in here, for example, Amazon wish list, and have this link behind it so that when people looked at this, they wouldn't see it in this fashion. That would also not put it in that fashion up here at the top. So it's just food for thought. Just a little bit cleaner way to do it. We'll drop back in. You've got a couple playlists created. Do you have? No. Get some descriptions in here. The descriptions on a playlist is every bit as important as putting the description on your video. Video wise, and you've stated already, you're just kind of getting started with this. So at this point, you just need content. You just need to get some more content out there.
Not to interrupt you, well, okay, I'm gonna interrupt you. Crystal Creek Farm, remember they couldn't go live the other night?
Mhm.
I thought they, solved the problem, my time and date was not set to current time.
Oh.
So,
And when you reboot the computer, that probably did it. That might have reset it.
could have been.
All right. So in the videos, we're just, at this point, you're still getting this established. I would, the one thing I see here that I personally don't care for, and you have a video in here that's 21 seconds, another one that's 48 seconds, another one that's 22 seconds. It's of my opinion, if you can't at least come up with a full minute of content, you need to combine it with something else. That's just my thought. Here's the thing, and I know that you're still getting started, but as your channel grows and you want to monetize your channel, do you realize an awful lot of channel ads are longer than what your videos are? So that's something that you might want to consider. Either add some filler, stretch it out, do something, but I would work on that. Because you don't have a lot of content, I'm not going to say anything about your front page. You'll hear me say with other channels that you'll want to change this. You'll want to get away from the default thing, but you don't have the content here yet. So nice job. If you got any questions on anything we talked about, feel free to ask, and be sure to send us an email if you have any questions on how to do anything. So let's get another one on the screen here.
Ducks is always good advice.
Well, Doug, how you doing this evening? All right, the Prepared Christian.
Go Bucks.
Find my mouse here. Good heavens.
Zach, thank you.
Zach, thank you so much. All right. The Prepared Christian. Let's see how easy they are to find.
Awesome talk to Dot. I already have yours smashed.
All right, Prepared Christian. 250 subscribers. I got 30 videos. They are in Ohio. We have had them up on the channel here before. Let me get their YouTube ID and I'll get the big counter updated.
Met them in Kidron.
Yes, we met them at Layman's. And I believe it might have been at an event where Doug and Stacy were there.
It was the same event.
Okay. Prepared Christian, they have a channel trailer. It's a little bit on the long side. It's a little over 4 minutes. But depending upon how it flows, it could be absolutely just fine. Um, However, and let me just. This is not so much of an about me. This was more of a advertisement for a 250 subscriber giveaway. It looks like so.
Yeah, trailer just for the giveaway.
Yeah, you might want to consider making a trailer that's 1.5 to 3 minutes long, where you introduce yourself, brief description about your channel, what people can expect to see here. Just a little intro, a little promotion for yourself. That's what that is for. We'll go to the About page. Description reads as follows. We live on 30 acres in western Ohio. That is part of the original homestead my family started in 1866. A lot of history there. This area was originally Swiss Mennonite, and those values are still prominent in the area today. The house was built by my great-great-grandfather. The farm and buildings have been neglected for at least 30 years, so we have a lot of work ahead of us. We garden, raise chickens, and I've been growing and selecting a variety of Indian corn for 20 years. I'm going to offer as much value as possible in the areas of prepping, survival, homesteading, hunting, trapping, and maybe even Christian doctrine. Follow along as we try to remake our homestead into a thriving place where we can help others in need. Hit the subscribe and bell button so you don't miss anything and become part of our community. Well written. Well written. And you have some links. They are all embedded into your banner up at the top. And just for anybody looking at their banner to see what they've done, they've actually put together 5 pictures that are visible that can be seen here. What I don't know, because I don't have it pulled up on a mobile device on a phone. I don't know if these N2 are cut in half. So whenever you do something like this, you need to be cautious. Make sure that it looks the way you expect it to look on a mobile device, on a laptop/desktop, on a tablet, and on a TV set. That's what YouTube. Those are the formats that YouTube tries to utilize. Playlists. You have a few. Your lettering on some of your
EW only sees 2 photos on his phone.
VW Family Farm says you only see 2. Okay. Well, I'm betting you see probably the Prepared Christian right dead square in the center. I mean, I'm sure you see that one. So is it being cut off then on these other 2? All right. So playlist, let's, and I bet he does. I bet he's got this, but we'll go look. See if he's got descriptions. Yes, he has descriptions on that one. And we'll do one more at random. And yes. Now, your description, you can put a lot more in your description. And as I said before, the descriptions on your playlist are just as valuable as descriptions for a video. Maybe more so because you're now grouping a bunch of videos together.
Yeah, Doug says 2 outside pics are gone.
Yeah, okay.
It's cut off.
and that's fine as long as you're aware of that and you're good with it. So he has done some work on his thumbnails.
Yep, that's true, Doug. Doug's saying make all social media mobile friendly because that is where 90% is watched.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So here in the thumbnails, he has gone back in, and I know he's redone some of these thumbnails. He's used a technique where he's using contrasting colors. He's got almost like a background for his text, so the text jumps out at you. He's using a bright color, a bright green. He's being he's using some consistency across this. You see a thumbnail with a bright green and black print in a whole page of thumbnails, you're gonna know it's him.
Is mine on?
Hmm?
They can hear me. Is mine on?
Try it now.
Maybe I don't want to know.
Yeah, they can hear you now because I can hear you now. I can hear you in my headphones now.
Ben says the woman in the house is always the boss, and we all know it.
Okay, well, you get to talk a little bit because I have to reset this.
What am I going to talk about?
Whatever you'd like. You're the boss.
That seems to be what Ben says too, but I don't agree with you, Ben. Who's making it to Kentucky in September? We are. We're going to Stivers in November, HOA in October. Then we're going to pass out. And hibernate for the winter. You still can't hear me, Mary Beth?
That's about all the volume I can give you. Say hi.
No, Ben, I would never say that. Okay, better. Yes, I did, Zach.
Okay, Prepared Christian back on the homepage. Um, at this, I like what you've done here. You've put in some of your playlists. You put them in a vertical format. You've given yourself a lot more real estate on your homepage. The only and this is where it gets into be different people's thoughts on how things should be done. I personally would like to see you take this uploads container and either eliminate it or put it at the very bottom because everybody has that. And because you do have a trailer video up here, they may scroll down just a little bit, just see the uploads and not go any further. Whereas if you have your playlist right underneath this trailer, you'll instantly see something is different from the quote-unquote standard page. And this is your description on this playlist. So if you stretch this out, it'll give more. You can create more interest. So you stretch that out by putting this in a vertical format. You're giving yourself more real estate. You're drawing people in to see better on your page. And when you put your playlists in a vertical format, here's some of the advantages. Number one, your images, your thumbnails are bigger. They are bigger size than they are in a horizontal fashion. The description all of a sudden appears. You don't see a description in a horizontal layout, only in the vertical. So the vertical can just give you a lot more opportunity to generate more interest in your page and videos.
He's asking, do you think I should fix all the orange thumbs?
All the orange thumbs. All of the orange thumbs. I guess I'm. Do you know what he's referring to? I'm sorry, I'm lost. Orange thumbs.
The orange type. Hmm. No, you just saved the mud for me, Ben. Oh, he means the thumbnails that aren't green.
Oh, okay.
Should he change them to green? The red typing.
I see.
Orange versus the green box. Gotcha.
All right.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you of Little and Light.
You can do a little bit of testing to see how your viewers respond to both of those. I can tell you this, the green background is outstanding in my
Yeah.
from my impression of looking at them. Very, very easy to read. They're not really they're not drawing you away from the picture of the thumbnail. And yet there's enough of it standing out there that I like what you've done. I like the green.
There's a bear on here that wants to know if you're ready for him.
Am I ready for him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if he's ready to connect, I guess we can try to get him connected here. So let me do this. Okay, watch what you say there, Jason, because they can hear you.
Okay, cool. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, they can hear you now. But I got to see if I can get you connected here.
Get me connect. Connect me. Hey, y'all, I'm a little strung out on sweet tea or not really sweet tea, but it's iced tea and it's got honey in it. And there's something about my honey this year. It's like me on Benadryl. So I cannot be responsible for anything that I say tonight. It is completely Ladessa's fault because I think she enjoys watching her daddy bounce off the walls like this. So, but on the flip side, there's a whole lot of work getting done on my homestead right about now.
Well, I see you're dressed a little bit on the wild side here.
Yeah, I got my Marine Corps sweatband on, my Musselman t-shirt, and woo! Look at some dude just talking smack in a chat. Some guy.
I noticed that.
He's just some guy that wants to be like me. That's all it is.
Jealousy,
like
jealousy will do it, Big Bear.
I know. I know.
Okay.
So selfless plug real quick. Might want to watch today's video. Ooh, that was it. Okay, I'm done. What are we talking about?
Wait a minute. You drug that across the screen so fast that nobody could see it. Nobody knew.
That's what makes it intriguing, Daryl. That's like marketing 101.
I know what it is. I know what it is. Because I know where they were.
Kinfolk Farm of Georgia. What's up?
All right, here's
Yeah, typing names on a phone Teresa just suck.
Here,
so
here
we
is Crazy
understand.
Man.
Crazy man. What you call crazy?
We'll give him
I
some.
was crazy once.
Give him some full
Stuck
screen.
in a rubber room with rubber rats.
Jeez.
I was
Uh,
crazy once.
All right. So, the Prepared Christian, I think you've done an excellent job. Really like what you did with your thumbnails, and yes, I would continue to do that. I would continue to do that.
Yes,
Jason, if you're going to sit like
That's
that,
a
you
good
may want to
news
put
channel.
the camera down a little bit because
Huh?
we can see you from the nose up. Just saying.
How's that? Is that better?
That's better.
That's fine.
That's like the best portion of me, though, is like right here. You don't get all of this skunk thing going on from my children. See, my children caused all of this right here, especially my son. Just saying.
Okay. All right. So let's get another contestant.
Humphrey, actually, it's Big Bear, Georgia.
All right. Let's spin the wheel again.
Let's spin it. Here we go. Here. See, this is where I need like my own screen to be like the homesteading Vanna White, where I could be like,
That everyday Kira.
Kara.
you guys are like so excited about this channel, and I'm over here feeling like just a horrible person because I've never heard of this channel.
Really?
Yes.
That every day Kira. Well, now you were going to learn about that channel.
Oh, you're not even subscribed.
Well, matter of fact, we are subscribed. But Jason, let me go back. I don't know where Jason's been on our Thursday night shows, but we'll explain it one more time in case somebody else new came in. Anytime we look at a channel, we go into it being not signed in to YouTube.
Right. Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, and that way
That was the honey talking.
it doesn't show that we're subscribed. It doesn't show anything. We're looking at it as an outsider looking in. That everyday Kira has 1,431 subscribers, 111 videos. Pops right up, easy to find. We'll get our homepage up here. And,
Ooh, I like that art.
and let me
I like that channel art.
get the
That's a nice banner.
Yes. Good job, Kira. I really like that.
It could be Crystal Creek. It could be fermented.
No, it's not mead. It's not mead. I would never do that to mead. Never. Look, if I was drinking mead, y'all know it. I'd have my kilt on and oh Lord.
Oh, speaking of which, Jason, we will have your butterfly house in October with us.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
How did you go from mead or how did you go from kilt to my butterfly house?
I have no. That's the way my mind works.
That's all right. She started saying that, and I thought, what? A butterfly kills? Is that coming up?
Yeah.
Prep
Is that
with
something
Nana.
new?
Prep study with Nana. Either type link or wheel. Go ahead, Jason. Didn't mean to interrupt.
All right, Jason, you started talking about the banner. You have the floor. Go ahead.
I love that banner. Even though it's like completely messing up on my one screen on the Skype screen now. But let me go over here to the other one. I absolutely love it. I love how she has the pictures. You can see strawberries, the flowers, the different citrus fruit, and her channel name. It just pops. It pops out at you. And then she has, it's the journey, not the destination. Absolutely. I think that one's even better than mine.
Now, the only question I have, and we'll have to get somebody that's got a phone. I have an idea that some of that text is going to be cut off on a phone.
Ooh, I got a phone. Hold on. Or I had a phone. Yep. Got my phone. Hold on.
Jessica, you already know the way my mind works. That's why we get along so well. That's why I adopted you. She just updated that banner recently. I
I
like it.
absolutely love it.
And
She's Gone Country Farms can see it all.
I got to it faster than me.
That's
That's
just the way they
impressive.
are.
That's most impressive.
Maybe I need some of that sweet tea. This
Yes, you
water,
do.
this water ain't doing nothing for me.
Let me tell you something. It really stops you from being able to spell words like that. I just spelled that THST. It's either the honey or my overly fat fingers. You
okay,
guys make the
okay.
make,
Broussard has helped us out here and said destination is cut off, and
sorry,
and
sorry, sorry.
that's what I was afraid of. The
And Carrie says it looks fine on her phone.
It looks fine on mine.
Brett, do you have one of those old little flip phones?
He's
that
got
are
a
tiny?
flip phone.
Yeah, that's
He-
what I said. Those little flip phones that are tiny.
He's from Louisiana. They just now got email there.
Benda, I'm drinking water, so you know I need that sweet tea.
okay, let's jump back into the about page here. And the description reads as follows: Hey guys, I'm Kira. I'm a wife, a mother of 3 little ones. I love to garden, cook, bake, craft, DIY, organize, spend hours browsing Pinterest, and so much more. I am what they call homestead dreaming and doing as much as I can to homestead and learn as much as I can where I'm in the city. I'm on 1/5 of an acre on an urban lot in northeast Oklahoma, Zone 6B. So grab a cup of coffee or tea and a snack and watch as I share my everyday recipes, projects, and adventures. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on new videos. Hope you guys enjoy. Nicely written.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely written. And you have links down at the bottom of the page, your emails in the proper location. Um, Links include Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a PayPal link. See if you have some playlist. You have playlist.
Somebody's been watching your show.
I would say so. Now I get to pick on her about one. On the one playlist I see here that's purging and organizing, I see a dead thumbnail there.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
But let's see if you
Let's
have,
see if our playlists have descriptions as well. You know, because that's important for the spiders. That helps get your playlists out there. Of course, I am horrible at it. Though, let's not pull up my channel as an example for that, because I don't think I have them either.
Nope, no description.
Dun dun
The
dun.
plot thickens.
And just in case that one was a fluke, we'll try another one. Always give you the benefit of the doubt.
Kara says, I think I made the majority of that playlist private now, and I'm not sure how to make the playlist private.
Ah.
Okay, you do have a description in here, but it's very, very abbreviated.
Yeah.
So I would. The description is for your benefit. It gives you a chance to verbally make somebody's mind think about what they're about to see in the playlist. So the purging and organizing,
She's still working on updating them.
still updating? Okay. We'll jump into the video section here.
You're going too fast, man.
I didn't think anybody could be going too fast for you tonight.
Well, we're trying to help her, and you're just like. Brrr. See, normally I'm not a huge fan of having text in the thumbnails, but looks like the majority of hers, especially when she's in the thumbnail, she's keeping the text kind of down at the bottom. That may hurt her on cell phones, but I like her dance battle collaboration. One, gotta go watch that. Two, I would have moved that one down. But for the most part, her thumbnails, for somebody that she uses text in them, and I'm not a fan of that, but I like her thumbnails.
Yeah.
Like her front yard berry patch one. Now, see, I really like that thumbnail. There is something about that thumbnail. I can't put my finger on it. There's something about that thumbnail that makes me want to go click on it. Like, I just got to click it.
Now there's
Quail tail too.
There's a couple here that I'll just mention that are, I'm going to say they're tipped a little bit the other way, and they could easily be redone. And these are two recent videos put out last month. Two big surprises from the chicken coop and setting up a broody apartment. The lighting in the thumbnail is poor.
Yes, I agree. And just like the first tomatoes of 2019, with the text in there, at least here, it's hard to read that text.
So those are all things you need to be. Now, having said that, and everybody pay attention, you can always change a thumbnail. You can always change a title. You can always change a description. You can always add tags. There's lots of things you can do. You can add end screens. You can add informational screens in your videos. You can do all of those things without losing a view, without hurting your video at all.
Without hurting the algorithm or anything.
Sorry, Jason. You have 2 comments on there you need to read.
From who? Doug and Stacy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I ain't sweating Doug.
All right.
See, secretly in places Doug doesn't talk about, he wants to be this good looking.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh.
He told me that at the conference.
Okay.
He said I wasn't supposed to tell anybody, but I'm far enough away he can't beat me up now.
Okay, she's got a real nice channel trailer. It is just under 3 minutes in length. Great length. She has put her playlist right underneath that.
Mm-hmm.
And she is gone into an alternate setting. And I believe there's somebody in the chat here that's got a couple 100,000 subscribers that does that
so?
same thing.
Yeah, a couple
Or the-
100,000.
They're approaching 300,000, aren't they?
More than all of us here.
Yeah.
Doug says the thumbnail writing is too skinny, is what he's saying.
The thumbnail writing.
You mean Doug, you mean put it in a different font?
I don't necessarily agree with that. Can we go back to the videos, please? Let me see what he's looking at. I can see what he's saying because some of them, like the 3 new pens,
especially on a phone.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying, especially on a phone. Yeah.
And Doug, I want to be the first one to congratulate you on 300,000. I know you're not there right at this second, but you may be before the night's over. So,
Can we borrow like 2,000?
If you're gonna borrow, Sherry, borrow 100K.
Oh, don't go small is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Go big or go home.
Hey, I'd be happy with 10,000.
Well, actually,
President Chicken Landy, I'm here, but I'm not supposed to be. Yeah, BC truck.
well,
Man, if we make 10,000 before we die, we'd be happy.
Brad, you're on your way. I think you're over 50,000, 60,000, something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there by this time next year.
If not sooner.
Yeah, he'll get that play button.
So, yeah, but I got to congratulate Doug first, publicly anyway, on his 300,000. That he's almost there. 298,000.
Jeez.
You know, Doug makes a really good point. If you look at her view count on, like, if you was to scroll up on her videos.
Okay, tell me, give me a little more, Jason. What are you saying here?
Well, Doug is saying that with people in the thumbnail, they get more views than just the landscape.
Yes.
And I'm trying to look at her views right now.
Oh, Brad, my mind can never unsee that. Thank you very much.
182 versus it looks like a 123. Thank you, Carol.
Carol, where's mine?
She's already gone. She got her hair cut, by the way. She got a cute little pixie
did?
cut. Yeah. And you know, I have noticed even that on my channel, that it seems like if and it really kind of depends on which person is in the picture. If it's just me, I get a decent amount of views. If it's Robin and I in the thumbnail, we get a lot of views. If it's just Robin, she gets a decent amount of views. You know, and I think when it comes to that initial click, I think the clearer and that's one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of font in the thumbnail. The clearer and more what's the word? Intriguing you can make the thumbnail, the more that people are gonna click. I think I spend more time on thumbnails sometimes than I do on editing the video.
Well, let's face it, the first thing people see, the first thing they see is the thumbnail. And if you lose them there, you've lost them already.
Yeah. I think in the creator's studio, I got an email or something that it was talking about thumbnails, and it may have been on a Nick Nimmin video that I heard it. That you basically have, like, at the max, maybe 6 seconds to get somebody's attention with the thumbnail, and usually it's more like 2 to 3 seconds to get somebody's attention. And if you can grab them in that, get them to look for that 2 to 3 seconds, and then it gets them to read the title, then they may click. A lot of people don't even read the description. Some people do, like my son. He's notorious. He drives me absolutely crazy because we are just trying to look at mindless videos where we don't have to use our brain, where where you're watching people fall off of the hoverboards and stuff, and he wants to read the description first. Drives me crazy.
Well, BC Truck puts out a very good thought here for folks. When I'm working on something and recording it, I stop and take a real clear, well-lit picture of what I'm working on and use that as my thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
So, absolutely. Thumbnails are very, very important.
Probably the most important aspect of your video. Because you can have the world's greatest content in the world. You could be Spielberg, with making your video and have the perfect edits, but if your thumbnail is lousy, not that many people are really going to see it.
Yeah, unless you share it out where it automatically plays on Facebook and.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. That every day, Kira. Good job. I like what you've done. I can tell you've obviously been working on your channel here, and I think you're doing great.
Yep. You got my subscription. I subscribed. I'm going to go check out some of your videos.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of her.
Oh, he
No, I
has.
never heard of her. Feel like a total jerk about it, but I've never heard of her.
All
Let
right.
me ask you something. She has something up in her on her homepage there that I didn't put it up on mine. The Social Blade stats. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, do you think?
Well, no, that's because I have Social Blade.
Oh, that's you? That's not her?
That's me. I have
Oh,
I have Social Blade and TubeBuddy and vidIQ, all running here.
I've got
Yeah, I know he has. I know he has, Kara.
Uh-oh. See, now I even feel bad. Did you see what she just put in the chat?
Yeah, that's why I said I know you know her.
Was she at the shindig?
Mm-hmm. And on Robin probably is the one that follows you, Kira, on Instagram, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because Robin's an Instagram junkie.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to touch Instagram.
Well,
At
you're
all.
not allowed. You're not allowed to touch her Facebook, but I've seen a few posts here lately.
Yeah, I can get away with Facebook, but she will hang me from a yard arm if I touched her Instagram. She lawyer on the phone if I mess with her Instagram.
All right,
That
let's-
is her baby.
Let's get another channel up here. Kira, I think you're doing a fabulous job. Keep it up. All right.
Chickenlandia finally got her USB mic and not afraid to use it.
Well, we
Yes, he has, Kara. You're right. I think the last
we,
time
we have
he was
already looked at that channel tonight. It's amazing how it does that sometimes.
You guys do remember that I have a very bad short-term memory issue.
Crystal Creek, message me. I know a few folks that can help you out.
All right, Loving Ivory Farm.
Ivy, not Ivory.
Did
Did it
it,
say Ivy?
didn't I say Ivy?
You said Ivory.
You didn't.
I
Thank
did.
you, Jason.
Jason.
I just being honest. She makes cheesecake. That's all I'm saying.
And I will see them in October.
Hi, Loving Ivy Farm.
Yes, President. If you want reviewed again tonight, by all means, put your information in there.
All right.
Oh, sure you can, Quebec Homestead. Just remember that if you do LOL, Smudge is going to do the LOL also.
Loving
Can't
Ivy.
train that dog for nothing.
Loving Ivy Farm has 111 subscribers, 32 videos. So let's go take a peek at the channel. And while you folks are looking at the homepage here very quickly, I'm going to grab the counter and get it updated.
Is anybody else frozen? Mine on my YouTube froze. I'm gonna refresh. Not frozen anymore.
I was going to say, on my... Up there, you're not frozen. Down here, you are. On my
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah, I was frozen in like the Hulk Hogan pose.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing on my screen.
It's good to go on mine now. Just seems like it's
Yeah, the
like
verbiage
super
is going, but nothing else. I'm going to refresh.
Okay. Loving Ivy Farm.
A very funny prepared Christian. Just make sure if you refresh, you make sure it's on live chat, not top chat, or you won't see all the comments.
Okay, interesting, interesting banner. I take it.
So that
Take
the
it.
banner makes me. Is she a dog farm or?
No, she's an ivy farm. She has that in the title.
Right. Does that mean there's a bunch of elephants going around?
Greenery. Ivy is greenery.
Oh, that's ivory. See, now you got me doing it.
No, no, no. Ivory is an off-white.
No, ivory is elephant tusks.
Oh, it could be.
God, the two of you are peas in a pod.
Okay.
Hi,
Hey,
Carol.
I gotta.
Hi,
we got-
Modessa.
Hey, we got pigs out. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Right.
All right.
her dogs like air conditioning. That they do. I see that.
Loving Ivy Farm. So let's go to the About page and let me read the video, the description on the About page.
Carrie, I don't know the purpose of top chat, so, YouTube just wants to mess with our heads.
My grandbabies call me Grammy, but you can call me Andy. Been raising goats, specifically Nubian and Kiko, and using them for landscaping, milking, and breeding stock for about 10 years. Also raised chickens, guineas, Conner Maya horses, and mini Aussies as part of sustainable homesteading. I probably butchered that horse breed. I'm not familiar with that.
Your sister will get you.
Yeah, she probably. Just recently, almost a year now, 2018, landed in Kentucky. So she just flew in on a friend's farm, and my goats are doing some work for them, clearing wooded and weedy areas for more pasture. So you rent your goats out, and that's how you make income for your homestead? Maybe? This puts me halfway between my grandbabies, Florida and Missouri. Plus the superior health care here that is helping with my okay, Sherry, help me here.
I can't read it, so I can't help you.
Helping with my spondylitis with pars fracture. Simply said, bad back. Invasive surgery soon, and dual arthritis, so I may settle permanently here. So, you have a P.O. box listed. And, of course, your P.O. box then also gives a city, which is fine. I'm not sure what all we're going to see in your channel. So this, in your description here, this is the place for you to talk about yourself, to puff on yourself. This is your promotional area. So, without going off the deep end, kind of tell people what they could expect to see here. You've given some, I mean, what you have here is absolutely great. You give a little bit of history. You've been raising goats. You give the two most prominent breeds that you've been raising them, and stating that you're using them for your landscaping and breeding and milking. You've been doing it for 10 years. You also raise chicken guineas. I don't know what the horses is. Mini Aussies. I don't know if is the mini Aussies. Is that a? I don't know what that is. Is that a horse? Do you know, Sherry?
No.
Okay, for those of us that are not aware, I don't know what a mini Aussie is.
Aussies are dogs. Herding breed. Loving Ivy says a herding breed.
Australian Shepherds. Okay, so it's like a okay. I gotta find out what this horse is.
It's like a schnauzer and mini schnauzer.
Okay, so it says it's a. So it's a smaller horse.
Yeah, it's an Irish horse used on farms.
Okay. So very interesting. So to me, you've got some real interesting things here that are not of the ordinary. That so you have obviously some material here that you can share with folks that they're not going to find in the run of the mill type videos. I'd like to see a little more. I'd just like to see a little more here. You've intrigued me. I want to see more. See if you have any playlists, and you have a few. Free ranging goats, herding dogs, container garden. So let's see here. Do you have descriptions? Yes, very good. Excellent. Great. Simply wonderful. Let's go look at the videos. Look at the thumbnails. When did you start this channel? Let me go back here and look again. Okay, so this is a real new channel. You just started this back in February of this year. All right. So, being a new channel, you're still getting your feet wet. You're still building up your content. You're finding your niche. But let's talk about a couple things I see that I feel you need to grow out of. You have some of your earlier videos. I don't see it here on the most recent ones. Oh, there is one here that way. These are videos made with the cell phone in a horizontal.
She's saying, "Okay, hit me."
Okay, in a portrait mode. So, hold this up to the screen here. In a portrait mode like this, always remember with the cell phone, take your cell phone and hold it sideways. This gives your video a 60:9 ratio for it fills the screen. You no longer have your black window boxes on each side of the.
And we've all been there.
Oh
my gosh.
Everybody does it. Okay, let's talk just real briefly here about what you're doing. If you decide that you want to put text on your thumbnails, make sure that the text is of contrasting color to the thumbnail, that it jumps out, that it stands out. Many times, less is more. Don't fill the whole thing up full of text. The text does not have to match the title of the video. It can complement the video, the title of the video. For example, if you were making a video that you were going to talk about doing a building a raised bed garden. So you could have that in the title, building raised bed garden, but in the thumbnail you could have kind of in big numbers, like only $45. In other words, it doesn't have to exactly match, but you want something there that attracts attention and gets them to want to click. The other thing you want to do, especially when you're new, is you need to self-promote. And I see that the counter is clicking here for you. I see we've got a few people that are signing up on your channel here. You want to self-promote your videos. And you do that by making yourself available, making yourself public. Go into live streams like this and participate. There are live streams on every night. So find something that's kind of in your niche and niche. I'm getting made fun of. And participate. If you're going down the homesteading route, there are Facebook groups, small YouTube homesteaders. Excellent one to join. And you can promote your videos in that group. So every time
we also have a group on Facebook. You can promote your videos there. Quite a few of us have them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Our channel, Two Family Homestead, smudges people. We have a Facebook group, and we welcome anybody. Well, they have to ask to be admitted.
Right. Yeah.
So we don't just have the door standing wide open for the riffraff to come in, but
yeah, bad enough we're in there. Yeah, I'm telling you, Bub. You know, spell check's just out the door with YouTube.
No, I think you've got a great start here. Let's look at your homepage real quick. We'll talk about that. Right now you have the default container, if you would, showing showing exactly what they see on the video page. This is why I don't like it. This is exactly the same thing as what you see on the homepage. You have the opportunity here to place what YouTube calls a channel trailer, which will be there for anybody that's new, that's not a subscriber to your channel. It's a video that jumps in here and plays and gives them an idea of what your channel's about. In other words, you verbally have taken your about page description is the verbal message. The channel trailer should be the video message about what your channel's about. Tell them how often you expect to upload videos. What will they expect to see? Are they going to see dog racing on your channel? Probably not. So obviously you're not going to put that there. But if they're going to see videos about goats, about Nubians, about Australian shepherds, just make a short little trailer type video, little promo type video, and put that in there. Now there's a second video you can also add to that, and that is and I don't know where I'm getting the hum from. Are you hearing the hum?
No.
You're not hearing the hum?
No. But you have to remember, I constantly hear ringing 24/7. So, no, I don't.
Well, let
hear
me
a hum.
ask folks out here. Are you guys hearing a hum?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that hum is my
Brad doesn't hear a hum. Hum.
You hear no hum. Well, there's a hum. It's not here all the time, and what it is, it's for the Skype connection here, because Jason's not close to the microphone, not speaking. It's
Oh, okay.
actively searching, if you would, is looking for sound to bring into this. So that's
He's
what I'm
out
hearing.
chasing pigs.
I'll just turn it down here for right now. Let me get this page refreshed. So, I'm sorry, we're back to your home page. The default container is the uploads container. It's the same thing as a video section. I always recommend to folks, number one, get a channel trailer, put it in here. Number two, once you have enough content, and I don't think you're there yet, so I'm not going to fault you for having the page like this, because you don't have a lot of content yet. You're getting there, but you don't have a lot yet. I would replace this uploads container. I would replace it with individual playlists. If you put them in a vertical format, this gives you a lot of real estate where you can elaborate in your description on your videos. You can elaborate with your description on your playlists. You can generate more interest in doing it that way. Some of the larger channels that have a lot of content will alternate between a vertical and a horizontal playlist method. Doug and Stacy do that. They have they're a great channel to go look at, not only for content, but to look and see how they've laid out their channel. I've got the hum shut off now, getting started on Homestead, but I could reintroduce it, and I'm not going to do that. But okay, so Loving Ivy Farm, I think you've got a great start here, and let's go. If you have any questions for us, feel free to ask here. Send us an email. If you have something specific, how do I do?
No, Ben, you didn't.
So we'll put
Little Mountain Life, type link or wheel. That'll give you the link, and then all you have to do is put your channel name in.
we've already done her tonight.
She needs to play the lottery tonight. Yes, we are, Bub.
KJ Crimson. I don't recall that name. That sounds like a new name to me.
I don't.
Are they here?
I don't think so. I start typing it and I don't get them. Brenda, do you? No, they're not in the participant list, and if you start to type it, they don't come up.
K period. J period.
Autumn, that's Daryl's concoction.
Well, and they are a tough one to find here, too.
Yeah, Bub, I think we'll probably drive in Friday and then come home on Monday. How will you take care? Thank you for stopping by. I know you're super busy with harvesting and everything.
Okay. We've determined as best as we can that KJ Crimson is not.
Yeah, Brenda can't find them either.
They're not in the. They're no longer with us on the stream. And quite frankly, I typed in their channel name exactly as they have it typed here, and it does not come up on the on the
Yeah.
search.
Well, so we'll do the wheel.
So we're going to go back. We'll get the wheel lit up again.
Yeah, Oregon, you're right. Exactly. Ben wants you to spin that wheel.
It's spinning.
Yeah, you spun that wheel, Ben, and I got all muddy.
Oh, almost. Thor's Treasures.
And they're not in here either. Nope.
Not here either.
Nope. Can you find them, Brenda? Jessica?
My
Jerry,
blame.
you take care, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Love ya.
my blame, Mama. Thank you for stopping in.
Brad's blowing on it, trying to get it to go one more tick.
All right, so Thor's Treasures. We're gonna back off of that one.
Here I come to wreck the day.
Uh-oh,
Homesteading with the Heberts is here.
he's back.
I heard him. Wasn't that the Mighty Mouse call? Here I
I
come
think
to
he said
save the...
save the day. Mighty Mouse did.
Yeah, here I come to save the day was Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
All right, homesteading with
That means you're old, Jason, if you know that.
I know. I watch Danger Mouse too.
That are
Like I
just say you watch
introduced-
the just say you watch the repeats and let it be like that.
Oh no.
homesteading with the Heberts. 620 subscribers, 219 videos.
What's up, Ben?
Get the home page up here. Let me grab the YouTube ID and get the counter updated.
Jessica, you are far from old. Yep, Ben says he's old.
Ben's older than me.
All right,
That's
homesteading.
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Homesteading with the Heberts, and they have a unique banner here. I mean, it's real plain, and yet it's real to the point.
They must be hiding. They haven't commented yet.
They haven't commented yet.
Yeah.
Well, they have chickens. All right, let's go ahead and talk about them. Go to the About
Oh
page.
my gosh, Brad. Oh, that takes me back a long time. Bandana.
Description reads as follows. We are a family of 6 in New Hampshire. I'm assuming that's what NH is.
Very good.
That have just started the journey to homesteading. We got started with chickens in the spring of 2017, and that exploded a whole new world for us. We have become fascinated with the idea of becoming more sustainable and self-reliant. This year, we plan on growing our own meat birds, continuing with our egg-laying flock, and maybe adding to it, and producing our own maple syrup. This is a story of our journey to a homestead. Great. However, you want to make this a little bit easier to read. And the way you make it easier to read is you break things up into no more than 3-line paragraphs.
And I hate to say this, but I would unabbreviate the state because we now live in a society where 98%
Don't
of
know what they
people
mean.
do not know what NH is.
Totally agree, Jason. Hate to say it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. If one just types in NH, well, what do you know? Google, they must have heard us talking.
Probably.
Oh yeah, it's your computer. Google hears you.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Loving Ivy, New Hampshire.
All right. I would divide this up, and I would add a little more to it. But I would divide it up, get some white space in here, keep it a good, easy read. You have a link down here that takes you where?
Are they even in the chat? Here?
I was just getting ready to say, Daryl, I don't know how far in depth I'd go because so far they have not responded to anything here yet.
Okay.
Hey, video call-in show, how are ya?
They have a Facebook link.
They don't have any other social media. When was the last time they put a video out?
3 days ago.
Okay.
3 days ago, 5 days ago, then 3 weeks ago, a month ago. So I'm sure that they're just like the rest of us. They've
There they are.
gotten
They
behind
found
in a
us.
couple things.
You're on the board, Homesteading with the Heberts.
Is it Heberts or Herberts?
It's Heberts, not HER.
All right. So let's take a quick peek at the playlists. And they got a lot of playlists. How long have they been doing this? Since 2018, so
A year. A little over a year.
yeah, year and a half. Year and a half. And
But that's just since they established a channel. That doesn't necessarily mean
that they've
Right.
been
they've
uploading.
been, yeah.
Well, we'll go look at that here in a moment, but they've got a lot of playlists. They have
Really, Brad?
a lot of content here. So let's first, do they have? No. There's no description. No description. Let's try a different one, just in case. Just in case they forgot that one. No.
Is he a vet?
I do not know. I see they have a playlist on pest removal.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no descriptions here. So, by all means, add descriptions to your playlist. They're I've said before, they are every bit as important as putting a description to your video. Let's look at your videos here real quick. Now, all right, here's something interesting. They used to, let me scroll down here. They used to highlight their thumbnails with a red sidebar and text in the sidebar.
Yeah, I wonder what made them get away from that. I like those better than what they are doing now.
Well, and
It might be because of let's see how that shows up on a smartphone.
it looks like they did it that way for a little while. They have put text on their videos for some time, but for a period of time here, 5 months ago, 5 to 6 months ago, they did the sidebar thing with the red in color and text on that. It certainly makes those videos jump out of the page quicker and easier for people to spot.
Mm-hmm.
I would strongly consider going back to that, especially since you've already established kind of a pattern here to do that with.
Yeah, and they even show up better on a phone. I can read them here. They are on the phone. I don't know if you can see it. Tell me what to do. I can't see myself. See how they are right there?
Hold on a minute here. Let me. You got it glare, but we'll put it. We can get it on the screen here.
Let me see if I can. Oh. Come on now. Focus, Tom.
Right there.
Right there.
Don't move.
Not moving. See how they show up real nice even on a phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And see, let's spend some extra time because he's a fellow devil dog. So I would definitely, Tuva Hunden, I would definitely go back to the highlighting it with the red box. Those pop out a lot more than when you're doing the when you're you make your thumbnails with Photoshop, don't you? Because I can see you've got the shadow thing in there, kind of like how I kind of do mine sometimes if I'm using text.
Brenda just said
the
good
red
Tuesday
box
night
with
subject.
the white lettering pops out more. It really snags your attention.
Okay.
Daryl, let's look at grab one of his videos and let's look at the description for a second, please.
Just one at random.
You one at random, any one of them. If that stinking pig got out, I'm gonna shoot it.
Well, then you can have pig for dinner.
Mm-hmm. She's just being a bad mom right now. She's refusing to nurse.
She's tired of them pulling at her. I don't blame her.
Probably, but
It's bad enough having one. Can you imagine having multiples?
They have a very, very limited
very
description.
short description.
Yeah.
Here's what I have learned, and now look, I don't do this all the time, and I should. But you get into the rhythm of putting out videos, and look, this YouTube thing takes a lot of time, and when you're trying to homestead, I get it. But descriptions on every video are extremely important, and the reason for importance with the description, and use your tags in your description, and that adds what they call relevance to your video. Now, in YouTube world, that means a little bit, but in the Google world, that means a whole lot of it. And Google does own YouTube and everything. Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is the algorithms are different. And if you can get those creepy crawly spiders to crawl over your video and pull out those key words that you're using as tags, that you're like, super hint, when you're getting ready to put up a video, go to YouTube and go to Google, open up 2 different windows, and start typing in your title one letter at a time. Look at what the fall down menu comes up, and that their suggestions. If any of them are related to your video, like, you know, pigs for beginners. So if I start typing in pigs and pigs for beginners comes out, or pigs 101 comes in down there, grab those, use them as tags, but also try to put them in the description I mean, just don't write them out there in the description. Make it flow. And that will help you on a Google search too, because some people, because that does a couple of things for you. One, it'll help you with the algorithm with YouTube a little, but it also gives your channel relevance when people are coming from different locations, not just YouTube.
Well, it shows you what people are searching for. Google
Right.
tries to help you do that. And this works not only in Google, it works in YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their
Right.
search bar here at the top works exactly that same way.
Right, and I'm saying do both of them, so that way you can pull people to your video from out in Google world, not just YouTube world. And
Right.
if you can win the #1 organic search in Google, and I've done it a couple of times, your channel will explode, and that video will get a tremendous amount of views. Now, unfortunately, one of them that was that did it for us was how to make homemade laundry pods, and that was shortly, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks before that wonderful generation that started eating Tide Pods, and then Google and YouTube both shut those things down. Um, Within that week time frame, that video got up over 60,000 views, and I think I got a couple of thousand subscribers out of it. And I did that by giving that video relevance. And I think I learned that from Nick Nimmin or Daryl Eves. And when they were talking about descriptions, and you can get, and TubeBuddy is also a great tool that helps you learn how to do that. But this is definitely something that I would definitely go into more detail than we just found a surprise in the chicken coop again. I would kind of hint around, like if you found rats or if you found a possum, I would hint around to it, and then with your tags, I would have things in there like possum in chicken coop, how to catch a possum, how to trap a possum.
Well, actually, Jason, you make an excellent point here. We have a surprise in the coop again, but that certainly wouldn't gather as much as skunk in the coop.
Or, you won't do very well with this one, but because I own most of them, but gotta have a predator in the coop, stuff like that. And here is another thing that I learned from who's the real skinny guy that's super hyper, the blonde-headed dude. Anyway, sometimes with your tags, if you're running out of ideas for tags, take some of the tags that, like, if you use the word predator, okay, or you use let's see what some of the tags that you got up there. Documentary, beginner, believe it or not, maybe even homesteading, any word that, again, this goes back to with the whole New Hampshire thing. We live in a generation that loves spell check, so spell it wrong. Have a couple of tags in there with homesteading spelled wrong, or documentary spelled wrong,
incorrect spelling.
Incorrect spelling, because that could win you a tag. And that winning that tag, then if you get a bunch of people that spells out documentary how it sounds, and that's what I try to do if it's a word that, like, especially if it's a word I gotta go, Blaze, how do you spell blah blah blah, then I will put it in the tag on how I will spell it out. What is it called? Phonetically.
Okay, I typically don't go clear down into tags on Thursday nights. But since you brought this up, and well, that's fine. Since you brought this up, and we're talking about it here a little bit, I'm gonna pick on you here just a little bit on this particular video that we opened up at random, not knowing. And if I'm looking here at the tags, I'm seeing tags that say Justin Rhodes,
Art and Bree. Yeah,
what
you got
Bree,
those tags for?
Lumna Acres. And if you do not have Justin Rhodes, Art and Bree, Lumna Acres in this video, that's a false tag.
Yep.
And you're going to lose relevance.
Yep.
And I mean, if somebody clicks on this video because of that, because the search engine brought it up, and they're expecting to see Justin Rhodes in this video, or something about Justin Rhodes, it's not good practice. Always have your tags be extremely relevant to your videos.
Yeah. You hear a lot of people say that content is king. And yes, content is important. It's got to be entertaining and watchable. But to be able to get it to where people are going to click it, you have to be relevant with the spiders that are crawling all over the thing. And by doing that is having a very good description, having tags that are not false, that are relevant to your video. Because, and this is a cool plug for TubeBuddy. And I know Two Family, they're like us. If you go through TubeBuddy through their link, it helps them out. So,
Well, here if you just type
but
if you type
TubeBuddy will grade your tags.
if you type tube in the chat, Smudge gives you the link. But whether or not you go through ours and do anything, I don't care. It's a tool.
Yeah, and it's a very valuable tool. If you don't go through his, go through mine. I'll do a shameless plug. I don't care. But it's a very valuable tool. And what they do is they grade your tags. Like, if you would have thrown, like, if I was to do a video and I would put Justin Rhodes as a tag, that tag would come back as a horrible performer for me. Especially if it was irrelevant. It might come back as 0 out of 100. The really things that you want to shoot for with TubeBuddy is to have your tags graded at 75 or higher. I try to do a little bit of a higher standard where I try to have like 85 to 100. I get tickled pink when I find a tag that's 100 out of 100 for my channel. And I try to do my best to then take that tag, make it my title, and then make sure I have it all in the description of it. And that does help. It helps with the spiders and the algorithm with YouTube.
Okay.
So get rid of the big channel names as your tags. That's, believe it or not, that's not doing anything but hurting your video performance. Trapper J, what's going on?
All
Is
right.
he still in here? Hey, Leatherneck.
All right. So we talked about thumbnails. Let's just talk real quick about your homepage, because this is where everybody lands to begin with. You have a trailer up here. It's a great length, 1.5 minutes long. You have created a playlist, and then you have a YouTube container and the default container. You have enough content here. Mm-hmm. You could do away with this popular uploads and do away with the uploads container. You don't need those here. I'll show you why here in a second. You could create this entire first page on your playlist. You could put them in the vertical format. Gives you a lot more real estate on the page, where your descriptions on your videos and your playlists show. So it gives you that opportunity to promote yourself. Popular uploads, this is the same thing as going into videos and sort them by the most popular. This is your popular uploads tag. Now, I also find it a little interesting, and I'm glad we did this. Your highest viewed videos here are more on the lines of, I'm going to say, doing some automobile mechanics repair.
Yeah.
That's you've gotten some decent views on these. So
is he still in here?
Yes.
Yes.
Were you in Motor T? Because if you were in Motor T and you were a mechanic, brother, that is the genre that you need to be in. Because, I mean, looking at the ones that you've got right now, where did it go? You move stuff so fast. Right there. 16,000 views, 11,000 views, 7.5, 4, almost 5, 4, 3. Those are...
That's very decent view counts.
Yes. And let me ask you another thing. Do you go and check out your in your beta studio and you look at your analytics, it'll show you what your popular videos are for the last 48 hours. And I am willing to bet that it's going to be one of your auto mechanic videos. Maybe some more tea, please.
Okay. So,
And if that's the case, then I would, because that is something, especially in the homesteading world, that is missing. Because everybody in the homesteading world, see, we all trying to be sustainable. We're all trying to be self-sufficient, and so we all like to try to fix our own things. And right now, we have to go out of our genre to find it. That would be a niche inside of a niche that you could exploit and go very far with. Kind of like with me with predator control, or Jess with gardening. You know, those are niches inside of niches, and even if you went in further inside them, where you could go, you know, raised bed gardening or something like that, the more that you can narrow it down, the more that you can explode inside that niche.
okay. Well, let's get another one up here, Jason.
Okay. He was an 03 walk a lot.
Lone Star Living, we've already done tonight.
I would have been. Oh, I wish I could have been a part of that one.
Wildberry Cottage Homestead.
And as he's pulling that up,
Let's see if they're here.
With the Herberts, how you say that? Anyway, brother, feel free to send me a message if you got any questions or anything. I'll help you out any way that I can. And definitely come around, because I usually do a live stream for the Marine Corps birthday.
Okay, Wildberry Cottage Homestead. It appears that they're probably still here, so let's do a search and see what we come up with. Okay, did I misspell something? Okay. Their channel, for some reason their channel didn't come up top of the list, but that's okay. 210 subscribers. They only had 9 videos. So relatively new channel, Wildberry Cottage Homestead. Let's get them up here.
Hey, baby.
Grab their YouTube ID.
I love that banner. I think I would want it to pop more, but I really like the idea for that. What's it called?
Oh, bright colors.
Yes. Dessa said she likes it. It's Dessa approved.
I'm just I'm watching a little bit of their trailer here.
Love you too. You want to sit out here with me? Fix your hair. Go put it up in a ball cap or something. You look like a farm girl or something. Been working around the pigs all day.
All right, I'm going to forge ahead here a little bit. The entire trailer looks like it's
Music
a
and
slideshow.
pictures.
Yeah, it's a slideshow put together. I don't know if there's talking in the background. I don't know if there's been a voiceover or not.
Well, play it.
Well,
Don't be scared.
Well, it's not necessarily a question of being scared.
You're scared. I know. It's okay. I'm here for. I got your six. Don't worry about it.
No, I can't because it's on a different computer. That computer is not tied into the sound system.
Well, if they're in there, is it just music or a voiceover? Tell us. Inquiring minds want to know. Wow, that shows my age too, don't it?
All right, let's go to the About page, and the description reads as follows. I come from a long line of farmers. My grandfather farmed the land, and his grandfather before him as well. I moved to the city thinking I knew it all, where I met my husband. We married 2 years later, had our sons. When our oldest turned 4, he was diagnosed with autism. When our youngest was born, we were told he had food allergies. As a family, we decided to leave the big city, go back to the land. This is where we grow our own food, raise our children, and put down our roots. In this journey, we have been working towards self-sustainability on our small farm in West Georgia, Zone 7B. We raise heritage breed chickens, such as Americana and Morans.
There you go.
Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That hooked on phonics is working for you.
Oh, wow. We also have ducks and geese that are on the livestock conservancy list of threatened animals. So there must be some sort of specialty breeds of those. We hope to have goats in the spring and introduce turkeys as well. Please join us in following our happily ever after in progress.
Okay, are they in there? Are they in here?
Well, when I started to type their name in, it popped up, it populated, so they've been in here not too long ago.
I haven't seen them respond yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold my tongue until we see them respond. So I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Yeah, and in case they do come back and look at this, my immediate thought, I mean, they've teased us right here. We have ducks and geese that are on the livestock conservancy list of threatened animals. I mean, I would think that this means it's a rare breed or
Well,
something.
what it is, and that's what I wanted to know, if they are hinting around to being a part of the Arc of Taste and the slow food. See, this is embarrassing. I used to be on the board in Augusta. There is a slow food conservative type organization, and it goes in with the Arc of Taste, and basically it is all about heritage breeds or breeds that are endangered or really near extinction. And if they are part of this organization, they need to have that all in their description, because there are some folks out there that's all they look for.
Yeah,
If you're not part of the Arc of Taste or part of the slow food, they're not going to have anything to do with you.
Well, if they're
Because
gonna,
they
and
wanna
people
support
would
that.
search for that name.
Yeah, and that would definitely give them a lot more relevance. I didn't put it in mind because we kind of veered away from it, because like the American Guinea Hog is on there. Rhode Island Reds are on there because they're a heritage breed. Delawares are on there. There's certain goats. There's certain other pig breeds, like the red wattle, I think, is on there, or he was. And no, that is a very specific rifling down the homesteading genre thing that, you know. So and if they're an active participant in that, then I would have that all over the place.
Okay, they have a web page. So they have put forth some effort in the promotion of their brand, of their name, Wildberry Cottage
Now-
Homestead.
I like their website banner right there more than I like their YouTube one.
So anyway, they've got some really nice things here. Some really nice things here. They have Facebook, they have Twitter, they have Instagram, they have. All right, I'll give them a plug. Teespring.
That's because you're short. You can.
So they have some mugs and T-shirts and sweatshirts and all kinds of stuff on Teespring. Pinterest. They also have Patreon here if anybody's interested in that. So they're
The description was a little bit of a hard of a read on their about page. I think I would change some things up.
yeah, I agree. It does give some good information now, and I think it's just a matter of being comfortable. It's obvious to me after seeing their webpage and just lightly reading some of the things on their webpage here that what's the best way to say this? I know they could do better.
Mm-hmm.
I know they could do better.
Best way to say it.
All right, let's just go back here. We'll look at playlists, and they have a few of them. Do they have descriptions?
Now, they haven't responded yet, so I don't even know if they're still here.
Yeah, they may not be here. They do have descriptions, so they have obviously done a lot of good things here, and well, here's where they got their banner. It's part of the thumbnail of this video. See, they only have 7 videos. God, when did they? Their oldest video is only 3 weeks old. So they're brand new. They're brand new. Even though they started actively using their page, a sign in back in 18. They have very, very little content, but I do see that looks like they're picking it up here and going with it. So because they have so little content, I can't say anything about this here in the beginning. Once they get some more content, I can tell you that they're using Power Director to edit. All right. Wildberry Cottage Homestead, I don't know if you're here or not. I would like to think that you are. Let's do one more.
It's already 9.
It's already 9.
It's after 9.
It's after 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm being told it's after 9. So with that, I guess I'm going to say, golly, thank you all for being here tonight. I would like to get more channels up here in a shorter amount of time. And if anybody has any suggestions on
Of little light. One more.
Come on, let's do one more.
all right.
Peer pressure, peer pressure. Come on, all the cool kids are doing one more.
All the cool kids.
All the cool kids.
I want to see Ladessa's hair.
Ladessa didn't get a haircut. Carol did.
Oh, it's Carol. That's right. Carol's the one who wanted it cut.
Yep.
That's right.
She's almost at her length of paper so she can donate it.
Oh.
Living
nice.
Miracle Homestead. Are they in the room?
I think they are.
Kathy, are you still here?
Yeah, if they're not in the room, let's not do them. You got to be in the room right now.
Yep.
That's the thing.
We'll give Kathy a few minutes.
Yep,
Yep, Kathy's here.
All right. Living Miracle Homestead.
I can't wait to dive into this one. She's one of my people too. She comes to every one of my live
Yep.
streams. So let's see if we can help her as
Okay.
much as she helps us.
Kathy's a bud. I like Kathy. Thank you, Autumn Oaks.
Living Miracle Homestead. 533 subscribers. 198 videos. Autumn Oaks Farm, thank you so much. Appreciate that. If you want to keep throwing those out, we'll just keep working tonight. How's that? I'm teasing. Living Miracle Homestead, 534 subscribers. Let me get her YouTube ID and get the big counter updated.
I missed Ivy Farm because of the pig. I'm sorry. I tell you what, come to my live stream on Saturday, and
Yeah.
I'll take a look at your channel.
Exactly, Claire.
All right. Living Miracle Homestead. We'll jump to the About page real quick. And the description reads as follows. I grow a garden and rare fruit trees. I raise quail, rabbits, chickens, parrots, cockatiels, and kids. What a combination.
I have some of her rare plants. I have
Those
to
are
bring them in
fruit
the
trees.
winter, but I have
trees.
them.
I truly love to fish. I live on the east coast of Florida where you can grow almost anything that doesn't need to freeze and fish year round.
Okay, hold on. She has rare fruit trees, and she loves to fish.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I know she's married. She's got to be married and have a line of dudes waiting up in case anything happens to her husband. Because finding a woman that loves to fish, I married mine. The moment I saw Robin reach down and grab a hold of that catfish, when she caught it and picked it up and held it up over her head, yeah, putting a ring on it.
I love the Lord and try to serve Him in what I do. Come and join me on my journey to recovery from heart attack and cancer. I'm not an expert on the things you see on my channel. I just enjoy sharing what and how I do things. I'm learning new things along the way, and maybe you can too. She has a P.O. mailing box address out of Cocoa, Florida.
Okay, my 2 cents. I would maybe hint more to the rare fruit trees. That is definitely something unique. Because I'm over here intrigued, going, wait a minute, what rare fruit trees are you talking about? See, it's pixelating on Skype, and that really hurts my feelings. I truly love to fish. I live on the east coast of Florida, where you can grow almost anything that doesn't need to freeze and fish year round.
And Jason, I probably have the plants that would survive at your place outside. Just saying.
Okay, am I the only one that the second one? I truly love to fish. I live on the east coast of Florida where you can grow almost anything that doesn't need to freeze and fish year round. I think I would change that sentence up. That's a hard read right there.
It's a very hard read.
I love the Lord and to serve Him in what I do. Love that. Amen. Come join me on my journey to recovery. I think instead of putting heart attack and cancer in parentheses, I think I would just write that out. Come and join me on my journey to recovery, or to recovery, or from recovery. Are you? If she's in remission, I would say from recovery, not to recovery. From, or I don't know. There's that's a hard read too. But I would definitely take them out of parentheses and put them in the sentence more, because that shows you're a fighter. It shows you're a survivor. Um, can we scroll up some more? I can't do it on my piece.
She's in remission.
Right. She's in remission. I would put that on there. I'm not an expert on the things you see on my channel. I just enjoy sharing what and how I do things. I'm learning new things along the way, and maybe you can too. I might reword that. If it was me, I would probably reword that and say, come and join me on my journey as I learn new things. I learn new things, and come share with. Oh no, you know what? I would reword it this way: come along with me and learn from my mistakes and rejoice in my triumphs with me. Kind of make it inviting, like you're starting your own. You're inviting people into like a family, like you're having your own little community, kind of thing. Be a community inside a community.
The biggest comment that I have to make here is you have your name as showing here as a link, and
can't see that on
I
mine.
would just make that say Facebook. If they click on Facebook, they'll go to your channel, and they'll get your name there.
Now, do you have a Living Miracle Homestead Facebook page?
If she does, it's not
I
here.
I don't think Kathy does.
I would start one and then link it to that, because I mean we do, and people still find me, but it kind of as you grow, you will eventually have the trolls. It's almost like saying that. Never mind.
Well, she's done a lot of good things here. She got the right amount of white space.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just going to be a little bit of
It's just
rewording.
a little rewording.
Yeah.
So let's see what she got in the way of playlists. And she's got some
Claire,
playlists.
he's stuck with us, isn't he?
So let's see if you have. Does she or doesn't she? Does not.
Bum bum bum.
No description. Just in case that was an oddity, we'll just randomly grab another one here.
Oh, and you got to change that thumbnail. You got Jeremiah on one, and that's just scary.
And again, no.
No description. I think the big takeaway from tonight is relevancy. Relevancy, and how do you get relevancy? By descriptions, 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 descriptions. And I don't know, Daryl, you may disagree with me on this one, but I don't think I would make a playlist until I had maybe three videos in it. Otherwise, I would kind of just leave it back there. Because with it being a playlist, you would want it to have more than one video, and that YouTube may or may not put it out if you haven't it listed as a playlist with it only having one video.
Well, yes and no. And the reason I'm going to state it in that fashion is if you have intentions of continuing a playlist, you can go ahead and start it with a single video. For example, she has this playlist here talking about fermentation.
Mm-hmm.
It only has one video in it. But I would for sure do some more fermenting videos and add them to this playlist.
Yeah, I'm half tempted to get her take down her PO box and then just send her something so she has another video for mail.
But definitely get your descriptions in there. Look at your thumbnails here. Okay, she's fallen into the hard to read trap.
Uh-huh.
Whenever you add text to a thumbnail, make sure it's easy to read. And a lot of these are not.
Yeah. And make sure that if you're going to try to include your title in your thumbnail, make sure it matches. Because you got one that it on the thumbnail says what in compost. That doesn't really make sense. But your title is what's growing in your compost. Now that right there, the title, I would have clicked on it because of the title, but I would have bypassed it and probably not read the title because of the thumbnail. Same way with the one with the possum. Yes, they really do play dead. The title would have gotten me to click. The thumbnail, not so much. I would have left that thumbnail just the possum. Especially how you got him kind of grinning right there. That's the whole reason why they get the nickname the Grinner.
Okay. All right, let's just resort these by popularity once. See if you've had anything that's kind of taken off. And I'm going to say nothing that has really taken off, but okay, I think you still fall into the point you're going to have to self-promote your videos. And you're going to want to work on your tags. You're going to want to work on your descriptions.
Pull up one of those Deep South Gathering ones. Because those should have exploded for her. Especially the one with Jeremiah's ugly mug on it.
Okay, get him.
That's not Jeremiah. That one right there. Because there's something about that man, boy. I put him on a thumbnail and a video just went, oh yeah.
Oh, this was the panel.
Mm-hmm. Does she have any tags?
No.
That's why. Oh, baby girl. What's the description on it?
There's no tags. And she also doesn't have any channel tags.
Oh, you missed a good opportunity here.
With those people in the video, definitely put tags with their channel names.
Yeah, because you got Roots and Refuge, you got Alderman Farms, you got Pratt's, you got Deep South, all of those, and it's extremely relevant right then and there on that Q&A panel. Who else was up there? Wasn't like that? What's her name? Homestead Mama or whatever?
Yes.
Wasn't she up there?
Yes.
Yeah. VW Family Farm.
Yeah.
Kathy, message me later on or tomorrow, and I will make sure that you and Daryl get together and he can walk you through that process. It's really easy.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
easy, and
Yeah, you'll kick yourself when you find out how easy it is.
Okay.
Yeah. That would have taken that video from 100 and what you got 195 views,
Roughly.
192 views, and probably would have put it over 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you have those big channels on your video, definitely put their names in your tags. Definitely. Anybody.
Look at that. Can we look at that? And I bet you that's the exact same issue that she has with air layering. Because we did some videos with air layering, and they kind of took off a little bit for us because that's one of those hidden ways of
Yep.
propagation, and a lot of folks don't know.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, this is her playlist. So she has 3 videos in here. Only one of them, well, 2 of them have air layered or air layering in the titles. This middle one does not, but it obviously works. It revolves around that. So if we go in and take a look at this video that is just titled air layering, let me get start. And no, there's no tags.
Yeah, we gotta teach her how to do that, because she is missing out so much. Like that picture right there that shows up, how it's tight like that with him using his Swiss Army knife to scrape it a little bit. I would have made that the thumbnail, but that's just me. I would have made that the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Well, and she still can.
Yeah,
But
I would go back but before you change that thumbnail, definitely learn how. This is a good example on how TubeBuddy could really take a channel from 540 subscribers and very low view count and help them explode their channel. Definitely get with Daryl and get hooked up with TubeBuddy through Daryl and let him teach you how to use it. And before Christmas, I think you'd be monetized. Because the nice thing about the stuff that you're really missing, going in and changing it on every one of your videos will bring new life to your channel, and it will not hurt you in any way. Changing the thumbnails, changing up the description, and adding the tags. And I think you'll see some of your stuff take off. And I think you'd be monetized by Christmas. What do you think, Daryl?
Yeah, she's at 541.
yeah,
I don't know how many hours she has or minutes, but yeah, add the tags in. Yep.
Because you would reach people that are not just in the homesteading
Genre.
niche.
Yeah.
You would reach some gardeners.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, it sounded to me, and the whole purpose of doing our Thursday night shows was not to get this deep, but we've got both feet in the bucket right now, and they're wet. So I
Sorry,
guess we're growing.
I did it again.
But
You're fine.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to say that maybe
You got to give me rules when you ask me to come on.
I'm going to say that next Tuesday night we can get more.
I've already have people that have made suggestions, so I've already written them down.
Okay. That next Tuesday night we can go more in depth as to just what all's there.
I think next Tuesday you should probably just do a class on TubeBuddy if you haven't done one yet.
That's exactly what Claire asked, if we could do a TubeBuddy Tuesday.
TubeBuddy Tuesday.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'll help that with you if
Okay.
you want.
All right.
sounds good.
Because I used TubeBuddy's free version for like a year and a half, and then I upgraded, and I have not looked back. And it has been probably one of the best investments that I made for my YouTube channel.
Before since it's already 9:26, I'm going to request that you do one more channel. I'm giving you the name.
You're giving me the name. Oh my.
Living Miracles Homestead, we are going to get you hooked up, darling. Don't you worry about it.
and I think they're still here.
Well, if they're not still here, we're not doing
I know. Of Little and Light.
Of Little and Light.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to say BC Truck.
He went to
Elf
bed.
Lord, it's
Brad took opiates and went to bed.
All right. So, what is the name of the channel?
Of Little and Light.
OF. I made it funny.
Of Little and Light. All right. Newer channel. They have 143 subscribers. They have all of 33 videos.
I want to know where all these Georgia people are coming, and how come they're not on my channel, and how come none of them has come up to visit me or invited me to their place. Getting a little salty here. This is like the third one from Georgia tonight, and I didn't even know about them.
And that's part of the reason why I brought them up, because I knew they were in Georgia. We're in Georgia, and you're here.
All right. Of Little and Light. Well, see, Jason, you just need to visit every one of our live streams, and that way these other people would know about you.
I'm on most of them.
They should know about Jason, you know.
All right. Of Little and Light.
Claire, where did they go? We were just chatting with them. Because they were one of the ones that wanted you to pick one more channel. Okay, thanks, Claire. That's right. You mentioned to them that you would message her. That's right. Oh, there they are.
There they are.
They're back.
Okay, first question. Hello?
Yeah, now you can hit them up, Jason.
Why aren't you on my channel? Georgia peeps are supposed to stick together. And how come I have not heard about you?
You better be
how
careful.
Come you can come to the Georgia meetup? I got all kinds of questions. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been in Georgia. We've been in Georgia twice, and we haven't seen you.
I know, right?
Drive 10 hours,
you guys need to make another trip down here. I got a family that really wants to meet you.
All right. Of Little and Light, they have 144. Oh, let me get their.
Jason, was that for a Little and Light or us?
Both of you.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, they only recently moved there, Jason.
What?
Watch, Jason. That's no excuse.
Still no excuse. Was it before or after Memorial Day? That's what I'm saying. Because if it was before Memorial Day, you should have been here.
Oh, yeah. They had a party. Yep. We learned not to lick the fence.
Oh, see, I could have gone my whole life not talking about that again.
Okay, they have a channel trailer up here. It's a little bit on the long side, 4.5 minutes, but
Nope. See, Brenda didn't even see him there.
hey,
Tisk, tisk.
All right, let's just jump to the About page. Let's find out a little bit more about this Of Little and Light. Description reads as follows. We are a young family with big old homestead dreams. After some hardships, a move to southwest Georgia, and a year in an apartment, we have been beyond blessed to find our new home. During our time in the small townhouse, we decided to make the best of our situation. What could we possibly do on a tiny balcony and patio? Why grow a small patio garden and balcony meat rabbits, of course.
Of course.
After a short house hunt and a long time under contract, we finally closed on our new home. Since signing the papers, we have been going nonstop to build our homestead and settle into our home. Our target is to grow 75% of our own food within the next 3 years. There is much to do to reach that goal, so let's get to work. Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for all things homestead. Much love, Samantha.
Okay, so join you on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Is that when you're putting a video out, or is that when you're going live? That's a big thing that you need to uh help me out here.
Well, I'm going to initially say it's for putting videos out.
Yeah, you need to specify. That's the word I'm looking for. You need to specify. Go see what that crazy mutt is barking at, please.
Yeah,
Crazy things. You know what?
yeah. If you just added the word for, just for example, join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday
Lay
with
down.
fresh videos for all things homestead.
Barking for attention.
Something along that line. Anyway, that's
I would say how big your homestead is now, because you did very good about talking about in the apartment. Um, are are you in a neighborhood or do you have a small farm? Especially, I mean, it's safe to assume that you have a small farm since now your dream is to be able to grow 75% of your own food, which, by the way, you really need to reach out to us. We can help you with that. I've got 15 piglets that I'm going to be looking to get rid of here pretty soon.
Bacon bits.
Plus, we just had 6 more American guinea hogs born. 6, right?
Yeah, 6 missing.
They're missing now?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I don't even know where they went.
They're probably up underneath the okra. And so, but I would elaborate a little bit more about what you want to do 75% of your own food, but what you just have meat rabbits, or do you have chickens now? Do you have I mean, what kind of things are you branching out into?
okay. Let's jump back into this playlist. Do they have any? They have a few.
Yes.
Weekend projects meet around time for home building the coop. So I'm just going to randomly open one. Let's see if you have descriptions. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Now, just to make sure that wasn't a fluke, we'll just open another one here.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Go see what he's barking at for real. Make sure it's not that pig, please, because your brother should be home soon.
All right. Looking at
Okay.
looking
Awesome.
at the thumbnails.
I like the my milking routine thumbnail. Okay. There we go.
Well, that one got them more views than anything else on that line.
Uh huh. I mean that is a good thumbnail. I mean your thumbnails are good. They're not the worst I've ever seen. Um, I'm just I'm wondering. Your titles are. Just click on one. Let's see how she's doing with her description and tags.
Well, let's do this first. Let me just sort it by popularity.
Okay.
I mean, they're still pretty new. All right. So the milking routine, that's their most viewed video. We'll go ahead and open it up.
11-minute video.
All right. I'm going to stop the video right here.
Mm-hmm.
And tag wise, their tags read as follows: of little and light, so that's a plus. OLAL.
I don't know what that one is.
I don't either. Then you have Samantha Walker, Jerry Walker. I'm betting that's names.
Uh-huh. I would remove those
I would.
unless they have a blog or a podcast that they're known by. I would pull them out.
Homestead. Well, you almost have to have it if you're in this genre. You almost have to have it in there.
See, and I disagree with that because I don't put Homestead in any of mine because it's so saturated, and TubeBuddy just does not like that. Um, homesteading. I think it's so saturated now that you're better off with sustainable living or uh, old country farm or something like that. I,
Vlogger, mom, stay-at-home mom, meat rabbit, garden, first-time owners, first-time homeowners, learning to garden, chickens, laying hens, DIY coop, pallet coop, cheap coop, dairy goats, uh, La Mancha, La Mancha
La
goats,
Mancha.
La Mancha goats,
that's the earless goats, man. They're weird.
dry milk stand, goat milk stand. So there are some tags here. There are some tags I think can be improved upon. There's some that don't need to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that all comes with learning too.
Yep.
I'm
That's where TubeBuddy would help out too.
I'm very pleased um, to see what they have there.
Now, one of the things that I've seen, and I've seen it in other channels tonight, and you're just getting started, and and I'm going to share this with you. Engage with your comments. Um, that's how you get folks to stick around. Um, engage in a conversation with them. If they even if they don't ask a question, thank them for watching it, and then ask them a question, get them to engage, and when people feel like they have something vested in you, they stick around and they watch more. See, are you guys planning on getting any horses? Did she reply to that? Good. Really interesting to watch. Never seen anyone. Was there a reply to that one? Good.
Yeah.
Homestead in the Highlands knows you.
And that's a complete engagement. It's back and forth a couple of times.
That's what you want.
So they're doing that.
Yeah. He just wasn't showing up that very well. So good job on that one.
Kathy, sometimes there are some video there are certain tags that we put in every video that we put in our description, and then there are some that I will add per video.
Yeah. No, I am not a big fan, and I don't use it. Like I have some things like you can set it up in YouTube
Right.
that when you automatically upload a video, there are certain things that are automatically in your description, and there are certain tags that are automatically there. Now, with my description, I automatically have my sponsors, links, and stuff in there that upload with every video. And if I'm participating in a particular conference or something like that, I automatically have that, because having to go and chase down those links and everything like that is time consuming. Now, when it comes to tags, I don't do that because the grading changes so dramatically with YouTube that one day milking goats is working great for your channel, but then a week later it's not. There are times that I don't even put my own channel name in as a tag, because I've done it with so many other ones that it's not gonna rank high enough in that video to where I could use that space to get a tag to rank higher. And that's where TubeBuddy comes in. I know I sound like a broken record tonight with TubeBuddy, but that is probably you have your set of tools that you have that are important where to be able to make YouTube work, you got to have some type of a recording device, camera, phone, whatever. Then you got to have some type of editing software. And then I would say the very next thing you need to have is TubeBuddy. Because most of the phones and a lot of your cameras now, the mic, the standard mic, is good enough to help your beginning journey. But things that you can learn on the TubeBuddy site and being able to rank tags will help you more in the long run than um, anything else, especially when it's free. The first, try it out for free before you don't jump right into the paid version of it. But use it there for free, and you can't go wrong with it. I mean, you agree, Daryl?
Well, I agree. And vidIQ is another one. It's another tool. So I I don't know if you've ever really looked close at vidIQ or not. I mean, they've got some unique features that TubeBuddy doesn't have.
Yeah, I'll have to look into them because I've heard you talk about them a lot, and I never looked into them because I get a lot of information with TubeBuddy. But hey, they might be able to give me something that pushes me over that wall. Ooh, that goat does not like to be milked.
Really? And
Pushes me over that wall of where TubeBuddy stops me. Because some of the issues that I have with my channel is that some videos they constantly are getting views. Other of them seem to go to the world of 1,000 or 300 or 500 and just die.
Well, and don't be afraid to experiment. I mean, tonight, for example, I put no description in for the live stream tonight. I put no tags in for the live stream tonight, and I did that because the past 6 live streams I've had have all been flagged that, geez, your content is not suitable for all advertisers.
Yeah. I have a theory behind that, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong. But it was like a couple years ago that they came out with that, like YouTube Community Police or whatever they were, and that folks were signing up for that they could help YouTube by rating the videos, whether or not if it was family friendly or blah blah blah. And I don't think they got rid of that. I think they still have that, and if you made somebody mad, bam. Because for the longest time, it didn't matter what I put out.
Yeah, and it really doesn't. I mean, we ask for a manual review, and it always comes back. Oh, it's fine. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is your initial, especially on a live stream, your initial views are right now.
Yep.
They're right now, and people don't come back to watch a 2-hour live stream unless they have specific reason to.
Yep.
So it's not like it's a 15 to 30-minute video where you can get some longevity on people coming to watch a specific subject.
I'm very curious with this video that we're watching right now of hers. I'm very curious what the audience retention is on this video. I'm betting it's probably high. This is a really good video without the audio. Just watching it, this is a very good.
Oh, the video could easily be done with just video and a voiceover.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what it sounds like.
I mean, this is for milking goats. And she's showing a lot of the stuff that she's doing, and with the dipping and the disinfecting. I mean, this is a really good video, and I'm very curious as to why. If I knew nothing about goats or nothing about milking, I could learn a lot from this video.
Okay. Well, let's. I'm going to stop it here. We're going to go back to their homepage very quickly here. They have their trailer up here, and they have They have added 3 of their playlists on their homepage, which is great. I would strongly consider putting at least one, if not all 3 of these in a vertical format. It increases your real estate.
Mm-hmm.
But doing a great job. Nice job.
Yeah. That's a channel to watch out for in the future.
Yeah, I think they're just beginning to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That'll be another one that comes flying by me.
All right. So, anything else here tonight? Sherry,
No.
Jason,
I'm good.
we've actually picked up a couple.
Let's
So-
keep going.
No, it's been a long day for me anyway. So, folks, thank you all for being here. We appreciate you stopping, taking your time, your valuable time to spend some time with us. Jason, thank you so much for sitting in and helping out.
Hey, I love it. I love it when you invite me.
And Miss Ladessa.
Here,
That's a
look at-
whole world of trouble right there. You know that, right?
And folks, if you saw a channel that we did get featured on here tonight, and you saw any interest in that name, by all means, go support them.
I hear you, Loving Ivy. Trust me.
We can
If
all.
you're not subscribed to Two Family Homestead and you don't really know that much about them, you just came here because you wanted your channel review, by all means, show them some love. Daryl does great tech reviews. He does every Monday. He has a special guest that'll help introduce, especially in the homesteading community. It'll help introduce you to the community, especially for those of you guys that are new, like of Little and Light. You need to be there every Monday, and you need to be commenting and asking questions and getting people's attention. That's how you get your channel to grow. Be an active part of this community, and hit every live stream that you can that's part of this community, and get active, and you'll get embraced into the community. And then the next thing you know, whammo, you got like 600 million subs.
And we feature all sizes of channels, all sizes. As you all saw tonight, Doug and Stacy were in here for a while.
Yep.
They're just a little niche away from 300,000 subscribers.
Arizona's in the house right now.
Roots and Refuge frequently stop in. Stivers were in here earlier tonight. And of
Yep.
course,
VW Family
Big Bear,
Farm.
VW.
Yep, Big
VW
Bear.
Yep. So we
Yep.
get some big channels. We get some little channels too, and everybody contributes. And we just love hosting all of you. So
Look, it boils down to one thing: a rising tide rises all ships. You cannot, like they say, it takes a village to raise a youngin. Look, it takes a community to raise up a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
you
it does.
got to be there to support and love on each other, because this is probably one of the hardest, quote unquote, jobs to have in your entire lifetime, because YouTube gets some type of sick thrill out of changing the rules in the bottom of the 9th inning.
You got that right.
And there's no real rhyme or reason why some channels do well and some do not. But the reason why all of us are still doing this, whether it's my channel, Green Dream, Two Family, Roots and Refuge, is for the community. And becoming an active part in this community and supporting channels like Two Family and Green Dream and each other, everybody that's in this chat box, is how a community is built. And especially with, when you start to find out, like, you guys of Little and Light, you guys are kind of like, in the YouTube world, you're my closest neighbor. Now, you may be a 4-hour ride down into Georgia, because I'm in Northeast Georgia, but
Yeah, Jessica, exactly.
I've driven farther to go hang out with somebody on the weekend. Um,
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, he's been
Fourth of
invited
July.
here.
Oh, we've driven 10 hours twice just to go down to Georgia to
Yeah.
hang out with the Big Bear family.
Yeah, I think Big Bear owes us a couple trips.
It's easier for us to get away than it is them.
You have a mobile house.
Yes, we do.
You can come live here for the winter. See, that's what you guys just need to do. I'm going to open this invitation like I did with Ethan, because Ethan's house is not completely. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have said his name. He's probably going to punch me for that one.
Well,
But-
don't say his channel then.
That's what I got to do. I got to kind of like back it up here. His house wasn't quite ready, and I told him, look, come bring your little camper right down here. We'll plug you up, and that way you can, because where he's at, the winters are just horrific, And look, we love you. You're like your grandparents to my children. That
Yep.
means, and I'm not trying to be
Oh,
disrespectful.
no, we totally agree. You know that.
You're getting up there in age, and so the cold weather of Ohio is harsh. Y'all just need to start making plans to come down, spend the winter down here. We'll plug you up. Bam. Be good to go.
Well, anytime we travel south, I get messages from my daughter. You know you're close to us. Kara, you're in Florida. How do you figure I'm close to you?
Yeah. Yeah, she's what, 10 hours into Florida. So
That's a long way.
yeah,
Sky, now we did that when we were in Missouri. You should have seen our granddaughters with his daughters. It's like they have been friends since childhood.
They're peas in a pod,
They
boy.
sure were. Oh my gosh. They sure were.
all the kids got together well.
Yes, they did.
And that's one of the things that it's about this community thing that I'm talking about. Like when we go, like Homesteaders of America, love that conference because it's the community aspect with it. I don't worry about where my girls are running around over there because I know if they start acting up somewhere, I know that Tommy Alderman's around somewhere and he'll snatch them up, or Doug will snatch them up, or Nunda, or Amy, or whoever else is there will snatch them up and set them right. And then I also don't have to worry about some whack job trying to come up and snatch them.
Right.
Because we're an active part in this community, so everybody in this community, they know who they belong to. They know how they behave. If they see them acting a fool with somebody and not wanting to go, they know, hold on, that's Big Bear's kid, and I know they got home training. They shouldn't be acting like that. Let me go see what's going on. And it's one of those things that become an active part in this community, and you will, for lack of a better term, reap the benefits. You may not get 500,000 subscribers and be making 50,000 a year off of YouTube, but you will have friends and people that you consider family that will rejoice with you when you get a new calf, and they will sob with you and comfort you when that calf dies, because they get it, they understand it. Where there'll be people in your own family, and I'm talking from experience here, that look at you and go, but it's just a cow. Don't we get them at McDonald's? They don't really get it, or they don't understand why, because it's spring break, and why you're not running off to the beach because you're elbow deep in compost and dirt trying to get your garden in. These people here get it, and that's what we need, because this YouTube is the hardest thing in life to ever try, the hardest job ever to try to figure out how to do. And homesteading, especially when you got a goal of trying to reach 75% of your own food, let me tell you something. when we're the oldest homesteading channel out there. When we started our homesteading journey, there was nobody out there that we could go and watch how they mess things up and not have that mistake. We were the ones putting that video out going, hey, don't do this because it hurts. And so it took us like probably about 6 years before we got to the level of 75% of growing our own food. And my grandfather took me by the hand when I was little and put me in his garden and took me out trapping, took me out hunting, took me out fishing. And it still took me a while. You can reach that same goal where it took me 6 years because of this community now. You can reach it in 2 or 3 without any problem. Anybody in this chat can, whether you've never planted a tomato or a pumpkin seed in your life. I'm telling you, through this community and through the support and the love of this community, you can make it happen.
Jason, when are you on this weekend?
I am on at
Saturday.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and more than likely, I will be at still up there at Single Dad Homesteading's place because it's Miss Ethan's birthday and his birthday.
Yep.
We're celebrating them both this weekend, so we're going up there for a barbecue. And once I get up on the top of that mountain, it's hard for me to come off.
Okay, so be sure to wonder where Chris is tonight. Well, anyway, be sure to check out Jason here on this weekend. We'll be here next Monday night. A lot of good live streams over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being
our
here
guest
tonight.
Monday is Life with a Table Full.
Yeah, Life with the Table Full is our guest Monday. And
I want to co-host that one. I dare you. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna pressure you into it, but the next time you have Jeremiah on there, I definitely want to. Don't even tell him. Don't tell him, and nobody in this chat tell him either. Him or Ben, because I got a bone to pick with Ben too for eating my cheesecake on y'all's live stream in my face at one time because I forgot it there at the shindig. I ain't
Yes, he
forgot about
did.
that. That's ooh yeah.
Yes, he did.
all right, everyone take care. Thanks so much for being here. See you
See you
later.
Monday.
Bye-bye.